Well, welcome back to episode 875 of the Hotel Orloff show, coming to you live from the Hotel Orloff in Rural Retreat, Virginia. Just filmed the show here on the phone. I'm about to put it up. I've been sick, bedridden. Last Saturday, I sat on the sofa with the dog next to me for hours and hours, in every muscle in my body in agony. Various symptoms have come and gone over the last week. Horrible bouts of diarrhea, night, what do you call them? Fever dreams, fever nightmares. All kinds of horrible stuff. And anyway, I gotta at some point get better. I just don't want to miss anymore. Missed a lot. Missed Thanksgiving. So how are you guys doing? Okay. Great. Trying to put up this show from earlier. Rob Brown says, my goodness, get better, Rob. I am better. Yeah, I'm better. No, I'm feeling good. I said I've been feeling bad for a couple of weeks. I guess I'm not explaining myself properly. If I was still feeling bad, I wouldn't be doing this live stream. I feel better, 85.3% better, so therefore I'm doing a show. Because if I continue laying in bed, all I do is cough. But if I actually force myself to sit in a chair, I'm fine. I'm just discussing that it's not fun to have been sick for a couple of weeks because people cough on you. And then, of course, I got my wife sick, probably because I did the same stuff I'm complaining about other people doing, which is coughing on her, I guess. So, yeah. But I don't really have it. I don't have any real reason to even do this live stream, so I probably should just shut it down. I was just thinking maybe a few people would come on and talk with me, but I guess not. Let's see.
when God intervenes, the earth will rumble and evil will crumble. Beautiful. So that leads us into Kim Clement also prophesied this will lead us into the great wealth transfer, the collapse of the U.S. dollar. And at some point in the near future here, we're going to have the return, because why? We're going to have him come rebuild back. He's going to have to come rebuild, because there's billions of people in this world in the financial system, and if it tanks, we're going to have to come back and build back. What's going to build back?
King Dinosaur.
Start out the interviews always,
says, well, welcome back.
Work with an affiliate, precious metals. Why? Because God's going to intervene. He's going to flip the financial tables. The third horseman of Revelation has what in his hands? Scales. Financial scales. Okay? So the financial...
Oh my gosh. Let's see if it's snowing outside. This is flurries for the next hour. Let's see what it's saying here. A storm system. Snow is expected to spread later this afternoon, persist overnight before ending Sunday morning. Light to moderate snow accumulation are expected. Total snow accumulations of 2 to 3 inches with localized higher amounts from 4 p.m. this afternoon to 3 a.m. Central Standard Time Sunday. Plan on slippery road conditions. This will be the first measurable snowfall of the season in these areas. Be prepared for snow-covered roads and allow extra time to reach your destination. Oh my gosh, we've got a guest, Basil. Okay. Hey, what's up?
What's up, brother? How are you, man?
Not much. I mean, I'm fine. That's the wrong answer. I guess I'm okay. I say not much. That's the answer to what's. Yeah, never mind. We've been incredibly sick. She's still sick. I'm still sick, but if I don't get out of bed, because we've got these beds now that you press a button and it goes up and down, but the remote is buried under Kleenex. I can't find it, so I can't elevate myself in the bed. So I'm just sitting there coughing, and I got to get out of the bed because I missed 2 days of work. I missed Thanksgiving, everything.
Yeah, it's the time of the year, man. I always kind of like fortify myself starting in like probably the late September, early October. I just start taking handfuls of vitamins, knowing that the sickness is coming. So
we've been doing the same thing, but then we started running out of certain bottles, and we're waiting for some more to get in the mail, and then it just takes a little bit of being coughed on, and then so what's been up down there, over there?
Oh, nothing. I'm wearing my Xi Jinping. He was here visiting, so I have my red communist cap on to show my loyalty to Xi, because he owns the United States, or especially California he owns. So
well, yeah, he was inspecting his property.
Yeah,
and then they cleaned it all up for him, and then that stupid governor says, well, people are wondering, did we clean it up because we had people coming? Well, it's true because it's true. I mean,
It's true.
it's like they speak to us. Kamala Harris does it, and Hillary Clinton. It's like I think, well, they're speaking to us like children, but I think it's actually more like a witchcraft thing. There's something that's very. It's like there's something weirdly evil about it. Like when Bill Clinton says, "It depends on what your definition of is," or it's this strange patter. Um, and then, did you see when the Xi's limousine came in and the Marine standing there to open his door of his limousine, and they swung out where they would completely have knocked the Marine over, and the Marine had to step back and then move. You can make jokes about a bad driver, but I think that was all intentional.
Oh yeah, man. No, barely any American flags, all commie flags.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty crazy times we live in, man. Those people would all been I don't know, I would think 40 or 50 years ago that they would be strung up for that, you know what I mean? But I don't know. What do I know anymore? What
Yeah.
do I know anymore, man? I mean, it's pretty rough, but I'm feeling pretty positive about everything, that's for sure. I mean, you know, their ultimate betrayal is really woke up lots and lots of people. So, you know,
Right.
that's the way
But
I
the
look
thing
at
that
it.
people, I mean, what people are saying, a lot of these conspiracy people, is that, man, I don't know how much you're allowed to talk about this on YouTube, but that, yeah, you probably aren't supposed to talk about it. But
Yeah,
basically,
I ain't trying to get too heavy into it. We know where the weather is, bro. You know what I mean? So what's been going on over there besides illness? Anything good?
um, we, you know, just nothing too exciting. Just trying to entertain myself with television while we lay there. And sometimes the television, all it does is irritate me more than anything. Um, and I, I could, the people have irritated me so much with things they've said, but then these are people that I know on YouTube. And if and everyone's going to figure out, oh, he's talking about blah, 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 then it's I'm just going to piss people off. But hearing people say, Hollywood really isn't a very good artist. It's like, okay. And Captain Marvel and Captain Marvel Jr. and Captain Midnight are very obscure characters. So okay. And I'm listening to these people that are noted experts in Golden Age comics because they bought a bunch of Golden Age comics. Buying a bunch, you can have a lot of money. It doesn't buy everything that's in mycomicshop.com. It doesn't make you an expert, especially these people that buy them slabbed and they've never even actually seen the interior of the comic. Well, I read them online. Bullshit, you don't. You're just buying pieces, books that you can't ever open that are encased in plastic.
It takes time to get experience. See, that's the thing. You know, people can get inundated with knowledge, but that's not experience. You know,
Well, it's not
that
necessarily experience that I want to hear on the internet, and it's not necessarily um, knowledge. I like love for the subject, and
sure.
I it's just, I guess they love that there's like it's just, they love the pictures that are on the cover. That's all they'll ever see. We just think it's so wonderful.
Yeah, I agree. Silliness abounds, man.
It's just like buying records, and I think they're they're sealing records now in
Yeah, they
plastic.
are. Yeah.
Like, well, what's the point of that? Well, it's got a
Yeah.
great sleeve. Look, well, what about the music contained on this record? Oh, well,
Yeah.
who listens to that? I can just stream it on Spotify.
It's a whole new era of stupid collecting. You know, I had a friend of mine. I don't know if I ever spoke to you about him. He's a really good friend. I love him. He's like a brother to me. But he's turned into an elitist. You know, and which is fine. I mean, I still love him. He's still my brother. But we were talking about militaria, which, you know, I cut my teeth on for years and years and years and years and years. And I don't know everything there is to know, but I know quite a bit. And one day I was over his house, long story short, and he was just like, yeah, we need to start encapsulating and grading militaria. And I was just like, whoa, dude. I was like, dude, I mean, you want to talk about one of the most blue collar things that people collected. I mean, there was tools, and then there was grandpa's military stuff, you know? I mean, those were just like blue collar things. They're just, I don't care how rare they were or whatever. They're just very blue collar. It's very much history, you know? And there's nothing like you say, and I say, like putting your hands on that piece of history and tripping out on it, you know, like shooting a gun from the Civil War, or shooting a gun from the Revolutionary War, or, you know, wearing a hat that, you know, whatever. You know, it's the same thing with comic books. I mean, you're never going to appreciate that thing other than its value if you buy it in a plastic freaking case, man. I mean, it's, you know, and it's this antiseptic collectors thing that's happened in the last 20 or so years, you know, and it's very bad for the hobbies. I think it's terrible. I mean, like, all the times that I listen to you guys on your channel and Graphic Man's channel and whoever, you know, I see the comics that you like to buy, and it's not only because, you know, the money situations of every person out there, but like in military, I've never been the mint guy. You know, there's people, oh, the only way I'll buy something is if it still has the original cutter tags on it, and, you know, all that stuff. And it's like, dude, to me, it has it's no value, man, because to me, it wasn't there, and it didn't see action, that as far as military stuff goes. I mean, I have far more respect for something that was over in the jungles of Burma, you know, blasting people, and then it comes home, you know, and it survived actually being out there, than I do some dude that's got the same thing that never went overseas. And it's just like, you know, to me, that's, you know, yeah, it's nice, but it has no historical significance. There's no story to it, you know? So I really appreciate that. And that, I think that's one of the things that people are, you know, you know, I'm going to encapsulate things. Those people, they don't understand the significance of the item. You know, it's lost like all human, you know, I don't know what the right word for it is, but it's lost the human touch, I guess you could say. It's just become an item now. It's not historical. It's not, loved or used or read or shot or worn. You know, it's just an item. And I was thinking about something a few days ago. There was a band called The Business back in the late 70s, all through I mean, they carried on for quite some time until Mickey Fitz passed away. And anyways, they had a song called Product. And that's what like everything seems to have become to those kind of people. It's just a product. You know, the product being the product of, you know, you see it out on YouTube, and you see it on you know, all the channels that we like to watch. And it's like, you know, there's like real people like Bannon and you know, some of the other guys, you know, and it's like they aren't a product. They are not a product. They're human beings trying to get to a situation. You know what I mean? And they're forced to sell a product to keep themselves afloat, but their human side is still there. And then you look at like the other side where it's just product. It's just a product, you know? And I see that. And unfortunately, I see that. And as I've gotten older, I see that more in people now, where it's just everything is a product. You know what I mean? And it's not, the human touch isn't with them. Man, I mean, it's there, but it's not glowing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think it's done a very much a disservice to the kind of stuff that we love and do. You know what I mean? It's not good. I don't care for it very much. You know, it's like, screw your product, dude. Tell the story. You know what I mean?
Right. There used to be a store
But anyway,
where I used to live called D's Militaria Shop. And I guess he was an ex-Marine. He opened up in the 1980s with his wife right next to this gun store. And but he didn't just sell. He sold movie posters, everything from that era, or from the era of World War II or the Vietnam, or just anything like calendars, propaganda posters, old catalogs. I buy all kinds of stuff there from him that wasn't necessarily, he wasn't just selling weapons or uniforms.
Sure.
He was selling
Yeah.
all kinds of neat stuff, even old comic books. But to you know, it was to him, that was militaria, and that's how I've always looked at it.
It's all part of it. You know,
Yeah.
I used to love to go out and get the old Playboys because, you know, from the 50s and 60s, and build Foot Lockers. I used to do it quite often. You know, I would build a whole Foot Locker full of Vietnam stuff, and I'd always throw like a, you know, April 1967 Playboy in there because it's very human. You know, you're a young man going out in the field, and you've got, you know, your Playboy magazine to come back to your rack with, and, you know, your can of Coors beer and whatever. You know what I mean? And it's all part of it. It's all encompassing. Comic books, Playboys, you know, all the ephemera of the time. You know what I mean? It's I don't know. I mean, over the years, I mean, I've found some eye-popping ephemera, you know, inside trunks that weren't open. And I was telling a more horrific story to my buddy the other day, and I know you'll appreciate this because you like, you know, the horror end of stuff. I went to this estate sale in I think it was Merced or Stockton. It was back when I was, you know, wheeling and dealing and had good money and, you know, good job. and good money, and like at my peak performance of my time for in the wheeling and dealing market. And so I got a wild hair up my butt, and I drove all the way out there. It's like 100 miles round trip, 120 miles just to go to this sale. And I got there, and it was pilfered, but there were 2 Foot Lockers there. One had been busted open and gone through, and the other one wasn't busted open. And I don't know why they didn't bust it open. I have no idea. But so, I was like, whatever. And I picked, and, it was worth my time. I got out there and got some good stuff. But I got those 2 lockers, and I walked up, and the guy goes, well, I don't know what's in the other locker. I have no idea. He goes, how about, $200 for everything you got? I was like, yeah, fine. I had one item already out in the open that was worth that. So I took that stuff, and I got home. And long story short, as I opened up the second one, and it had 2 skulls and 2 earlobes in it, along with a bunch of other stuff. They were Japanese.
Wow.
That was like freaked me out, man. It was like this Marine was like so hard, like he brought back 2 skulls and 2 earlobes. And then I found a thing with some gold teeth in it. So he was definitely one of those hardcore Marines that, I've seen it, and I know you probably have too, in all the documentary where you see the guy going over where the dude's dead, and they're opening up their mouth and pulling out the gold fillings. You know what I mean? So I was freaked out by it quite a bit, not shaken up, but just I was like, wow, I don't want that shit around here. It's pretty crazy. So I ended up giving it to the same guy I was telling you that freaked me out about, encapsulating militaria. He freaked out. He was like, yeah, I want them. And to this day, he still has them in his museum, and he has like Japanese helmets on them.
Oh, boy.
It's pretty brutal, huh? It's pretty brutal. Yeah. Crazy. Crazy. And you have to ask yourself, is it crazy? I mean, we look at it in a civil matter, but I mean, really, warfare is, that kind of hard warfare, jungle warfare, or close quarter fighting, in Europe, or close quarter fighting in the jungle. That stuff is barbaric, man. You know what I mean? I mean, it's amazing how people came home and were able to, make adjustments and live in civil society. I mean, how do you go 4 years of, just absolutely slaughtering your fellow human being and getting to the point where you're like, yeah, bro, I'm going to pull the teeth out of him and take his head, and I'm going to put it in my Foot Locker. He had to have, I don't know, maybe he found those skulls. I don't know. Or maybe he took them home and burned all the flesh off of them. Who knows? I mean, not home, but to camp and burn all the flesh off of them. I mean, who knows? But it's just amazing that those people, the men and, some females were over there, women. I mean, they went through a lot of crap, and they were able to come home and make that adjustment. This guy evidently did really well. He was a farmer, and he did really well. He had a, rather large, pretty large farm estate. And, I think maybe that was his piece. He came home and tilled the land to get over, all the stuff that he went through as a young man, and he was successful. He had money, that's for sure. There's no doubt about that. I mean, judging by his estate anyways, they were not poor folks, that's for sure. So, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, back to the question I was asking is it barbaric, or is it, hey, I'm in this time, and this is, we're slaughtering each other. So why not just take it up that extra level You know what I mean? I'm gonna, think of, and then you're able to come home, or is it deeper than that? You know what I mean? I don't
know.
know.
Bringing them home.
I would tend to think that maybe after I don't know, maybe, I mean, as a Christian, it would be like pretty barbaric, but I would think that, after seeing a bunch of my buddies get knocked off, or maybe a close friend, that maybe I would become savage like that too.
Yeah,
You really can't
I can
blame
see
them.
bringing a flag home, but skulls, I don't know.
Yeah,
That seems a little like
I agree.
I had lost his mind a bit. And I guess back then you could maybe get away with that. I don't like, it's weird.
Oh, it was quite common. I mean, I talked to I talked to my uncle who was a Nam, and he said it was quite common. I mean, it wasn't like, every other guy, but at least 1 out of 10 or 15 would, hack some lobes off and put them on their keychain, or
Yeah.
pull gold teeth out. It's the part of war that people don't, our society is scrubbed. I mean, yeah, it's not normal, but at the same time, 2,000 years ago, it was normal. I mean, the Romans did it all the time, and they were supposed to be the most civilized army there was. you know, I don't know. It's just interesting. It was an interesting thing that I ran into and
Yeah.
tripped me out, for a minute. And then I just had to sit back and ask some vets. And I did back then. I asked quite a few of them, was this a common thing? And for the harder grizzled guys that were, right up front, not the guys in the rear. I mean, it takes all kinds to win a war, don't get me wrong, but the guys that were right up front, seeing action every day, getting shot at, I think something inside of them, I think it probably just clicks off. You see the barbarity of the world, but more important is the question is the transition back home.
Some
I guess
clowns
those
driving
guys,
by.
huh?
You have some clowns driving by. It sounds like a
No,
clown.
it's the elote man. The guy that comes by and sells corn and candy and all that stuff on their bicycles.
Well, yeah, we don't have those guys here, but okay.
No,
It's
yeah. Well,
just
you don't.
funny hearing that.
Yeah,
that horn.
I'm sure you did back in Texas. They were probably around, but not out there.
I'd see them in Fort Worth.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't even know what an elote is. What is that?
Corn. We just
Okay.
it's a generic name for corn. We just call him that, the corn guy. This guy isn't selling corn. Maybe he is. He's got like the Mexican potato chips, and he's got candy, and he's got all the little sauce. He might have corn on there, although I don't see a thing. He's cool. That's funny that you say
there? You got beautiful blue skies behind you.
Oh, I know, dude. Yeah, I mean, it's been getting chilly here at night, dropping into the 30s, but the weather has been just amazing. So, I mean, it's sun and usually warms up into the, lower to mid 60s every day. So I'm not complaining. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Over there, you guys getting snow already, Gratu?
Well, it says it's snowing right now, but I doubt that it is. But it says we're supposed to get snow tonight.
I'm gonna grab my smokes.
And Biden doesn't want to see that happen. He doesn't want to see
Well, that's bum. You guys, I think last year you missed Thanksgiving too, being ill.
We
If I
we
remember
had some
right.
kind of Thanksgiving. We ate something. I think we did something. Yeah, but this year it was just we're both too sick to do anything, and I've got a pumpkin pie and some casseroles that I need to heat up. But our favorite
Nice.
restaurant's supposed to be open tonight. Let's see. Let me see what it's gonna have there
I
tonight.
went to my buddy's house and had the massive turkey, man. God, I ate. They sent me home with so much.
Myers says it's 57 on the beach in San Francisco. Paulo says you're back. Everything okay back? So, yeah, it's okay. I'm getting better. Myers says blue skies and sunny. Yeah, they're every day is nothing but propaganda in the mail about the Republicans. You don't get anything from Democrats. I don't think they don't spend any money here. But it's all, vote for Nikki Haley or Ron DeSantis is a fink or Vivek Ramaswamy doesn't send much. I got a pro-Trump one today. I was encouraged by that. But Vivek Ramaswamy is going to be at this Mexican restaurant about a couple blocks from here on Wednesday giving out free food. And
who is Ramaswamy?
Yeah. And then
that's cool. He's cool. I like him.
He was about a block from here at a breakfast place about a month ago. And
who, Trump?
No, that would have been a big deal. No, what's his face? DeSantis. And
DeSantis?
Then,
really?
And see, I just got a thing. Donald Trump's, what is this? They're sending all kinds of stuff. Oh yeah, see, I'm getting all these text messages from Trump, or just right as I'm talking about him, I got one.
Nice.
He's the only proven conservative leader who can make America great again. Yeah, but people are concerned that he really needs to. Well, you're not supposed to talk about what happened with the election and what will probably happen again because they haven't made any changes in how the elections are administered. But people are thinking that he's going to come back in before the election because things are going to come out about the last election or things are going to happen militarily as far as as far as that as far as supposedly he'll come in.
Old Lindy's thing has opened the door, dude. So we'll see what happens there. Lindell's suit in Georgia.
Yeah,
they cracked it open, man. Yeah, they cracked it open. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm not worried about it, dude. I really am not. I'm worried for the health, but I'm not worried about. There's no problem, and yeah, you're right. They're gonna do all the same stupid stuff, but it's gonna be so big this time they can't get over it. So
yeah,
because the people that hated the bad orange man just because it was the trendy thing to do because they the internet told them to. They're all over that now because they're all hurting. They got no money. Everything's so expensive. And they're like, hey, bro, things weren't that way when the bad orange man was chilling. So I don't know, man. I think these people lied to us. And I think a lot of that has come to fruition. So good luck to them. They're one way or another, if we even get there, I don't think they're going to allow it to, because they know there's no way they can stop it. So, they're going to pull something off way before the election. Probably, sometime during next summer or whenever. I don't know. Who knows? I can't see. Nobody can see it. But they'll pull something off. And then they'll just decide that, oh, we can't, or whatever. And then they'll just try to, put Baby Z in, our governor. And they'll say, since this is this, we're going to make him the interim placeholder until we can get the elections back online, and I don't know. I mean, I'm really not worried about it. It's whatever's going to happen is going to happen. And I used to be all freaked out about it. And I've just come to the realization that there's really nothing I can do and nothing that most of us can do. So just chill out and, be happy and enjoy what we have that's good right now, and just handle it. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen, I mean,
Yeah.
He got it in the bag, bro. I know it. The first time around, I was nervous. The second time around, I knew he had it in the bag, but I figured that they would steal it, and they did. This time around, it's either death or glory now. This is the way I look at it. That's what it is. It's going to be death or glory. There's going to be no in-betweens. They're not stopping him with all these stupid trials and all these stupid struggle sessions or whatever you want to call them, like Bannon says,
Yeah, they can't
it's
stop
doing nothing, bro. It's all
they're
yeah.
we've got a
yeah.
gag order. You need to stop talking. He doesn't stop talking, and it's like, well, what are you going to do about it? And obviously nothing. And what have you got anything cool lately? And you're searching for antiques?
No, there was like a really good estate sale a couple of, I don't know, it was about a month ago now. Yeah, and I came up with some good stuff to sell, but that was about it. I mean, it was just like some older plastic models, airplane kits that were really good. I was surprised too, because they were there on the second day. The first day I didn't want to pay the full price, which they were still very acceptable pricing, but I didn't want to pay it. And I was like, well, if they're there the second day, then I'll get them. And I couldn't believe it. I walked in there and it's like, I really don't think people, that the crowd in Fresno has shifted. There's a lot of people that just go out to buy for modern convenience. They aren't trying to find the older collectible stuff anymore. And then there's, a small handful of us, but before, man, it was like cats and dogs. 15 years ago, I couldn't get the stuff that I get now. Not, because there would be like 25 people waiting in line to get it. Now it's like, I think all the old timers have passed away and the kids just don't care. And so it's, I did get a little bit hissed. Cause I collect stamps. I'm a nerd stamp collector. And, I dug and I found one stamp book, but it was like one from the 50s. And I was just like, whatever, I'll buy it because it's only going to be like $1 or something, you know. And I was like, I wonder if there was a better stamp album there. So sure as heck, I get in line, and the lady in front of me, who didn't really look like a picker to me, you know, she had some good stuff. And then she drops this older stamp album. And I'm like, oh, dude, where did you get that? You know what I mean? It's like, so she must have got to the pile before me on the second day and got it, you know, because I didn't see it the first day. There was just so much there. It was a great estate. I mean, that place hadn't been touched, Gratu, probably since sometime in the early 90s.
Yeah.
I would guess that the last time that somebody lived there. So it had like all this fantastic stuff, mostly 70s, but there was stuff going as far back. I found like some stuff from the 30s and some stuff from the 50s and 40s, 60s, you know, every decade. But that house was like a time capsule for like 1976. You know, it was crazy. I got some pretty cool stuff. I got some bicentennial stuff out of there I kept for myself, some cool calendars, and you know, just stuff I like, you know.
Why was the
Worthless.
house just untouched during all that time?
I think a lot of people, you know, that are wealthier, their parents' house, they don't want to mess with it. So when they pass away, they just leave it alone. And, you know, sure, they might go in there and take some stuff out that they want. You know, they're very keepsakes. But I find that most people that are wealthy really don't care. And they just kind of leave the house alone like a museum. And, yeah, I mean, we're talking, you know, that's like 1 out of every 2,000 people that do that have the money to do that. Evidently, you know, the children were very successful in life is what I took out of it, you know, and they just left their parents' house alone. They just like, hey, you know, mom and dad lived there, and then dad passed away, and then mom lived there and she passed away. And well, oh heck, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to take out the stuff that I like. And everybody in the family probably did. And they just left it alone. That's what I see. I see that very much. And it was amazing because, like I had said before, you know, I've been in the business a long time. I mean, what was left there was amazing. And, you know, every dealer in the world had already been through there. You know what I mean? I know how it works. You know, it's like, hey, we're going to get this estate sale. You guys got to pay, you know, good money, but you can come in here and get whatever you want before anybody else. And so all the dealers line up and go over there. Probably 25 dealers went through that house before, you know, they opened it to the public. And there was still amazing stuff there. I was just like, wow, that is just great. And the tell is that, you know, somebody like me who knows all the dealers doesn't see one of those dealers at that estate sale. So that lets you know that they have all already been there before already. You know, and they're just like, oh, we'll leave some crumbs for the crumbers, you know, which is fine. I love the crumbs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great estate. It was. I didn't see any comics, nothing. So they must have, and I know they had to be there. So, you know, probably one of the dealers went in there and probably bought out the comics. Who knows how many, you know, but it definitely was an estate that should have had comics. The dad was a B-24 pilot during World War II. All that stuff was gone. I found some remnants here and there of it. I don't know what the mom did. She was and then after the war, they were real heavy into geology. And they like to, you know, I found all kinds of really cool pictures of them, like up in the mountains, getting rocks. And they were part of like the geology club of, you know, Fresno County and all that stuff. They're pretty neat.
Meyer's saying you probably know his sister. She's worked at, what does it say, Fulton's Folly for years.
What was it? What'd you say?
Meyer Greenblatt, here's the comment at the bottom. It says, Basil, I think you probably know my sister. She's worked at Fulton's Folly for years.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I bet you I do. I bet you I do. I bet you I've bought off of her. Probably.
Is that
And
an
Full and
antique?
Folly used to be really, really good. They used to get a lot of Japanese internment stuff back in the day, and I would buy it. Like I got a bunch of notices like Japs get out. You have 24 hours to go to your concentration camp. And, you know, I used to buy all that paper when it was like fairly cheap. You know, you could buy them for like $20 a sheet, you know. And man, that stuff is just like worth tons of money. I wish I would have kept some of it and sold it at this point. You know, back then I got really, really good money for it, but now it's like stupid money.
Huh.
Yeah,
I think
that
a
stuff's
lot of
really
people would
weird.
destroy it now if they found it.
Yeah, the World War II guys would, because, you know, like, you know, and the military guys would, because that's definitely part of military history, you know.
Yeah, but you know, people want to destroy history.
That's for sure.
They don't have really. There was one estate sale here when we first moved here, but for the most part, their auctions here is how they handle estates. It's just done different regionally, and
Yeah, auctions are cool. I don't gravitate towards them because there's always some daddy warbucks there, you know, who's going to outbid you no matter what, you know.
Yeah. Meyer says Fresno is a small town disguised as a big city.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there's a million people here, but it's still very small feeling. You know what I mean? It has its big city kind of feel to it, but it's still very small. I mean, it's still very ag, very very Republican still. They try to paint it like it's, you know, commie town, but it's not. You know, our mayor just got our mayor, who used to be our police chief, who I never cared for as a police chief, is now the mayor. And I still don't really care for him, but I do like that he ticked off all the Durkas, all the Islamicists, I should say, because he put a Jewish flag up over the city hall. And ooh, boy, it came at him hard, man. And he said, "You know what? I got 2 middle fingers for you, boy."
Friar Tuck is asking if you own any World War II memorabilia.
If I what?
If it said, do you own any World War II memorabilia?
Oh yeah, I got tons of it. Tons of it, dude. I mean, I don't have all the great stuff that I used to have because I've sold it off over the years, but I've still got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got like 4 Foot Lockers full. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I've got family stuff, you know, I won't get rid of. I have one of my great uncle's uniform. I have actually 2 of my great uncle's uniforms from World War II. And I have all my uncle's stuff from Vietnam. And then just collecting wise, I always liked field gear. Like I like tents and axes and all the stuff that the guys, you know, had to camp with. So I have a lot of the original camping gear that's just beautiful. Some of it used. I think one of my favorite pieces that I have, besides my family stuff, is I have a Mackinac that was worn by my friend's uncle, and he was shot in the back. and it had a bullet hole in it with blood. And I told my buddy, I go, oh, I gotta have that, because he was just like, oh, I'm gonna get rid of all this stuff. And I go, I want that Mackinac. I want that Mackinac. And he's all, okay, well, I'll sell it to you, but you got to wait for a little while. And I was like, oh, okay. I was all, don't do nothing to it. Leave it alone. And he was like, all right. And he didn't. Like, his aunt, like, didn't want me to have it with the bullet hole in it with the blood. So, like, she fixed it. Like an old fix. Like, you know, like old people would fix stuff. It's done very well. It's all done by hand, but I was so like bummed that they fixed it. You know what I mean? I was like, no, dude, I want it with the bullet hole in it. You know what I mean? He lived. The guy was I don't know what division he was in. I used to know, and I'm sure if I sit here and contemplate for several minutes, I could remember again, but he was in Operation Cobra. And anyways, they broke into, you know, one of those big towns was, and he got into a firefight with some Fallschirmjägers, some German paratroopers that were defending this part of the town. And he got hit. He got grazed by machine gun fire. And his guys all bailed, and they were trying to drag him, but they were catching so much machine gun fire that, you know, they just dropped him and took off running. Chicken shit. I understand it, but you know what I mean? And he was, you know, coming in and out of conscious. He said the next thing you knew, he came back into conscious. I actually talked to the guy, to my friend's my friend's uncle, and he came out of consciousness, you know, got coherent again, and he was being dragged back to the German capture point. And the Fallschirmjägers took him down into this basement. And then all of a sudden they started getting pummeled by B-17 bombs again, because they came in waves during Operation Cobra. They were just like, anyways, I mean, so they went and hid in this basement, and it got so bad that after the bombing, the Fallschirmjägers went up out of the basement and realized that like all their homies had gotten blasted, and so they just took off. So he was like laying in that Mackinac, his, you know, his military garb, in that basement, and he forced himself to crawl out of the basement, and he got picked up by a U.S. patrol. And this was like, you know, maybe about 18 hours after he had been wounded. And he loved that Mackinac, because that was like the first thing he got that kept him warm, because all that other stuff, like M42 jackets and stuff like that stuff wasn't very warm. And so he was like, no, you know, when they were starting to treat him, you know, he just got field triage, because he was just grazed pretty good, but it was, he actually didn't get, you know, the bullet didn't go through him. And anyways, he said that, you know, he told the medics, don't throw away my Mackinac. And like, he wore that Mackinac like the whole war, you know what I mean, with the bullet holes in it and everything. He didn't care. He goes, I used to stuff socks in the hole. But you know, that's like one of my favorite pieces. I love that Mackinac. I mean, that Mackinac was there. It was in the shit. You know what I mean? I mean, somebody actually got, you know, I know, and I met and I talked to, got shot by a Fallschirmjäger wearing that thing. That's like one of my favorite pieces. And it's like, and it sucks because they repair it. It's cool because you can take it and hold it up to a really bright light, and you can see the hole and you can see the blood, but it's been repaired over, you know. And I've played around with the thought of repairing it again. You know what I mean? Taking it apart.
Yeah.
But I haven't done it yet. Yeah, it's cool. That's a great piece, man. I love it. And I have some other really cool stuff. I got some pretty neat stuff, but that's like one of my favorite neat things.
Yes, Friar Tuck is. He was asking if you had any World War II memorabilia. Then he said, if so, he should show some of it on your show.
Yeah,
That would be
I could
awesome.
do that. I could do that. Not today, but at a different time.
European or Pacific theater for family members.
Yeah, European, all European theater except one of my great uncles flew for the Fifth Air Force. He didn't come home, but all the rest were in the European theater. I had my great grandfather sent all 5 of his sons into World War II. 4 didn't come back. Well, 2 came back, but he didn't make it after he came back. 2 were killed in theater. Let's see. Hold on. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 4 sons, not 5. 4. 2 were killed in the European theater. My grandfather was severely wounded in the European theater and survived and came home. So 4 went and 3 didn't come back. And the one that was in the 5th Air Force made it back, but he died of dysentery. He crash landed on some crazy island out there in the Pacific, and him and his crew, and they survived and survived and survived until they were found. But he was so emaciated when they found him. He lived for a good while. He made it back home. He lived until about 1946, 47, I think. Yeah, it was 47. Elwin was his name. 47. And then he had some jungle rot that they couldn't get rid of, and it just ate him up, and he died. So like my grandfather came home all tore up. He was like in a full body cast until like 1948. And Elwin came home and he was all tore up, and he died in 47. Earl died in action against the Wehrmacht. And oh no, I'm wrong. And Jim, he also made it home, but he died in the early 1950s, training crews at Castle Air Force Base on the very first B-52s. So 3 made it home, and 1 was killed actually right out there in action. But all of them seen gnarly action, dude. Like I have their diaries and stuff, and they got blowed up pretty good. They were all blowed up pretty good. Earl, he was gone. He got hit by a shell. Germans were he was in the 28th Infantry, 28th Infantry Division, 112th Infantry. He was a sergeant. He was leading. He was doing back mop, what they call back mop. They were pushing forward, but they still had a lot of stuff that they had kind of left behind them. And they were giving them, a lot of hell. So they tasked him to go back there with a bunch of dudes and quiet those boys down. And evidently they had a couple of field pieces there, and they started, kind of point blank shooting them with, some heavy artillery, and he got hit, and there was like pretty much nothing left of him. He just like disappeared. And then, but the rest of them, I'm wrong. I'm totally wrong. The other 3 made it home. My grandfather survived, but the other 2 didn't. So I still have the in-service. I have the in-service flag, and it's got 3 gold stars on it, with one remaining for my grandfather who survived. There was a family out of Fresno that had they had 7 sons in service. So the mother bore 7 boys, and all 7 of them went and fought in World War II. And I believe all 7 of them came home. Yeah. So I guess we were the exception of the rule. It kind of soured my family pretty much too. You know, my uncle was Jim, the one that was in Vietnam, who's named after Jim, who was the pilot in World War II, one of the pilots in World War II, or I should say navigator. He was pretty sour. He's like, man, I grew up. He goes, I knew my dad had a bunch of brothers, but they were all gone. I never got to know them. So that was pretty harsh, I guess. Yeah. I guess 3 out of your 4 sons getting taken out was pretty common during World War II. It's pretty brutal. Pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I have a lot of stuff. I don't have near the stuff I used to have, but yeah, one of these days I'll drag out some stuff. Pretty crazy how I was able to just hold on to the stuff that I have, man, with all the moving and upheaval. Oh, I was going to tell you, I went to a really, really, really good concert last Friday. I went and seen this really cool French band that came here to play the same type of music I played. They were like really super big fans of my band. I didn't know that, but we like hung out with them all night afterwards, and it's like as soon as he seen me at the show, he's like, he asked me, "Oh, you play in this band?" I was like, "Yeah, I used to play in that band." He's like, "Oh, dude," he gave me a big old hug. He goes, "Oh, I love your band." And he showed me all the stuff he has of us, and I was like, "Oh, it's crazy, dude." I was like, "No way." And he's like, "Yeah." It's like so weird to meet somebody who like lives in France and like only like 25 years old or 24 years old, and he loves your band that was like 30 years ago. You know what I mean? It's weird. It's pretty neat though. We hung out all night. They were really good. Super good. Oh, I think my friend's bride's here. Tell him. Yeah, it was a really good show. They're called Claim Choice. Hey, Wallace.
Yeah.
Are you expecting a ride? Yeah. Okay, yeah, he's here. He's here. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Yeah, it was a good show.
About my father, he was in the Korean War and the Vietnam War.
Oh yeah, your dad was a honcho, dude. He is a paratrooper.
Yeah.
He was like Meyer, man. He was like the generation before Meyer. Dude, that helmet that you have rocks, man. That helmet's worth a buttload of money. That helmet's probably worth $500-600. Your dad's helmet? Oh yeah. With all the provenance, with it really doesn't even need it. It just standing on its own. It's legit. I looked at it, I was like, wow, that's amazing, dude.
Oh.
Your stuff is amazing. Your dad was a honcho. Don't discount that he was in Korea, because Korea, they jumped in Korea. I bet you he was a Rakkasan.
Well, he wasn't a paratrooper until the 60s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was drafted the day after he graduated college into the Korean War, and then I think he was out of the military for maybe a year or two, and went back in, and I think he was in the medical wing and everything. But I know he went to well, I don't know. Maybe he was doing the paratrooper thing in the it was in early 60s, because it was before I was born. There's footage of him. I guess they were living in France at the time, coming down. They were all parachuting in, and my older brothers were probably in elementary school, running around watching him come in on this 8mm color movie footage we've got. So,
Did he go? Was he in theater during Vietnam? Did he ever go over into Vietnam?
yes, he was in the Vietnam War.
Ratu?
Yes. Yeah, he's got medals.
I can't hear you. It broke. My feed's breaking up. Hold on.
Oh. Well, it looks like you're frozen.
Say. Yeah, no, my feed's breaking up.
Okay, my father was in the Vietnam War. I know I've got a letter and some pictures where he rescued some guys up into a helicopter from the river or something, and got some medal for it.
So I wonder if he was part of, since he was, well, I mean, during the 60s, you could qualify as paratrooper, and then you would mostly do a lot of helicopter stuff. There was only one real big airdrop, actual parachute in Vietnam.
Yeah, I don't know that he was parachuting in Vietnam. I just know he was a paratrooper. He went to paratrooper school when he was older.
Mm-hmm.
Older than most people do.
Yeah. Yeah, most of it was, I mean, of course, SOG and all the LERP guys and stuff like that. They would do a lot of helicopter inserts. There was some, special operation parachuting going on, but I know during the Vietnam War there was only one big airdrop, and it was like, I forget, it's the patch that has like a ribbon on it. I forget what they're called. Probably Meyer knows. So your dad may have, you're as a medical guy. I mean, your dad could have been inserted, and needed in some special operation or something like that. I mean, you got to look at his DD 214 real good. I mean, they generally won't go into it unless it's like he was really cited. But so he was in combat in Vietnam. He was in combat in Korea. So it doesn't matter. He's a combat vet. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's amazing. I remember you used to come on your channel and you'd wear that helmet. I'd be like, oh man, that helmet's just like dynamite. Not only because it's your father's, but it's legit. You know what I mean? It's so many people have unlegitimate, oh yeah, this is a paratrooper helmet. Nah, bro. No, it ain't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great helmet, man. That is sweet. You got to break that out again one of these days.
Yeah, it's downstairs. Yeah, I should. I just keep looking to see what this restaurant's going to have, if they're going to have a special tonight at 5. Right now it's 2. Let's see.
You guys are East Coast Standard Time, huh?
We're Central.
Central. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 12 o'clock here, so yeah, 2 o'clock over there. You're right.
Yeah,
Yeah, there haven't been much. Go ahead.
well, the last time that we went there, that I brought food home from there, I wasn't able to really eat it. I only took a few bites, and then that might have been a good, bad thing that I let my wife eat the rest of it later on that evening. And, I was sick, and she's eating the rest of my cheeseburger. That probably wasn't a smart move either.
What is it? Just like a short order restaurant, or is it a full restaurant?
It's a barbecue place. Yeah, it has good food there, but it's only open 3 nights a week: Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
So it's a full restaurant, but they do short order.
What does short order mean?
Just kind of like, to go. It's not like a full luxury setting type thing.
Well, they'll let you order. They'll let you order to go, but it's better to eat there. But um, um, I shaved the beard, John, just because I was blowing my nose so much. Just so, I'll probably just grow it right back because it looks horrible without it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for a bike ride today. It's pretty nice, man. I've been riding my bike quite a bit, because the weather's still nice over here.
Yeah,
I
that
think I'm gonna.
sounds great.
Yeah.
It says 30 degrees here. And it says snow forecasted for the next hour. Let me look out the window here and see if it really is. Because every time they said that, the last 24 hours, it was never snowing, actually.
Oh.
Oh, no, it's snowing.
Is it?
Yeah, there's snow out there. I mean, not tremendous, but just light dusting out there, enough that I can tell it's been snowing. Right back. I'm testing my stamina as far as how long I can go. No, how sick I really am. Because
tell Cleo to check out that band Claim Choice. She'll like them.
Claim Choice?
Yeah, they're from France. They're good.
CLAIM?
Yeah, Claimed, like you're claimed. CLAIMED. Claimed Choice.
Okay.
I guess.
Are they on YouTube?
Yeah, I think you can find them on YouTube. Yeah.
What kind of memorabilia did they have of your band?
Oh, he had the records. He was showing me pictures. He goes, "Yeah, I have this record. I have this record." He wanted a shirt, man, and I was just like, "Dude, I don't got any shirts with me."
Huh.
Yeah, that's them.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I'll tell her about it.
Yeah, they're really good. She'll like them. They're rock and rolly.
Have you seen any movies lately?
Nah, I've been watching all reruns. John Wayne and
Yeah.
all that stuff, all the good stuff. I haven't seen anything new, not at all. I got to get jumping, brother. It was good chatting with you. I hope you
All
feel
right.
better. Tell Cleo I love you guys, and I hope you're feeling better. And I'll see you guys in the funny papers.
All right. Take
Alrighty?
care. Bye.
All right, brother.
Friar Tuck says no snow in Connecticut yet. Upstate New York had a couple inches last week. Little bit still on sides of roads yesterday. Basil needs to start carrying T-shirts with him. Gotham City Comics says he's charging up his phone. He'll come on here in a minute. Someone needs to come on and do most of the talking because I don't feel good. Oh, I should put the link. Yeah, I'm not well yet. No, I'm not on antibiotics. It rarely snows in Fresno, Tuck. When it does, it usually melts quickly and doesn't stick. In the summer, Fresno can be 115 degrees, but it drops below freezing at night during the winter. Yeah. I've noticed this new thing on YouTube, and where people will be talking, and then it'll speed up for a second, and then just for a second it'll speed up like the chipmunks. Have you noticed this? Something YouTube's doing, like they're speeding up people's videos. It's like they're just tapping the gas and speeding it up for a second, then here and there. I also notice that when I'm watching stuff on YouTube with my phone, now when I hold the phone a certain way, it'll start fast forwarding. If I'm holding, it seems like it's the right edge of the phone or something. I don't know what the heck's going on.
Development. Yeah. Okay. What's your name? Lives here. I'm not telling you. He lives here. I live here. Okay. Where do you live? Why would we tell you any of this? Where do you live? I'm not telling you. Where do you live? I'm not telling you. Okay. Not a problem. I'm gonna call the gate and have you all arrested. You're okay. You do not deserve to be in here. Okay. What did we even do wrong? Seriously? I can wait for that 5 minutes while they turn around and run. No. We're
Hello? Hello? Oh, I can hear you now. What's up? Let me come up and turn the heater on for you. No, I'm on the third floor. Well, I was doing a live stream talking to Basil, and then I'm going to talk to Gotham City Comics or someone else, and then I'll maybe for another half hour, and I'll come on up because it was a real. I was coughing a lot just laying there. I couldn't find the remote. I'm going to bring a trash bag up and get all that up off the floor, and then I can find the remote. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, you went to sleep right about that time. There was, I can't find any special for the restaurant tonight. Okay. All right, love you, bye.
Marion, Mississippi, or Alabama?
This is not Mississippi or Alabama. This is Florida.
It's Florida.
Okay.
Sure.
So you're gonna answer the car.
Don't stick your hand up. Did you threaten a child? I did not threaten a child.
I have it on video. I have it on video.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did. Yeah, okay.
Go inside. Let me see the video. You don't belong in this development.
Yeah. Okay.
What's your name?
I'm not telling you. We live here. I live here.
Okay, where do you live?
Why would we tell you any of this?
Where do you live?
I'm not telling you.
Where do you live?
I'm not telling you.
Okay, not a problem. I'm going to call the gate and have you all.
Is this a trained technique that's by the Minneapolis Police Department when you were overseeing the training unit?
It is not.
And how does this differ?
I don't know what kind of improvised position that is.
Oh, God. I don't know that you want to rewatch this. I found that on certain videos as well, regard to especially the speeding. Yeah, there's something going on. They're making the videos faster to for some reason. Maybe for copyright reasons. That things aren't at the right speed. Let's see what's going on in the news. So President Joe Biden's poll numbers keep getting worse. November started with New York Times Siena College polls showing Trump ahead in 4 of the 6 swing states, but more indicators of Biden's electoral peril soon followed. The president's standing in head-to-head matchups with Trump is falling. Among the latest surveys this month from 13 separate pollsters, Biden's position is worse than their previous polls in all but 2 of them. Yeah. There's the link in the chat if you want to come on. God. This is actually 1960s stuff from Golden Records. I just put an episode up before I started this live stream. Let's see how it came out while I wait to see if anyone wants to come on and talk. Sick beyond all words. Hey, welcome back. Haven't done a show in, I think it's been 2 weeks. I have been sick beyond all words. I guess I'm a little better, but if I don't do a show, I'm gonna see how if I can do a show. I missed a couple of days of work right before Thanksgiving, and oh man, just went out and checked the mail. Every day in the mail, this is the first time I've gotten a pro-Trump one in a while. Usually it's here's pro Nikki Haley. Here's another pro Nikki Haley. I'm saving all of these. I think someday it'll be an interesting little. Where's this one? This is an anti-DeSantis one. I should organize them by here. Here's a pro-Trump one. Good, I like that. Obviously, we're pro-Trump here. Another Nikki Haley one. Who would have thought? When we moved here to the Hotel Orloff, that this would be the like a nexus point. I mean, half a block from here. What's his face? Ron DeSantis appeared a couple of Saturdays ago, and Town Square, a couple blocks that way. That Mike Pence idiot was there at the local place that serves food type place. And then on Wednesday, they got what the heck do you call it? Vivek Ramaswamy is going to be at the Mexican restaurant that we eat at, giving out free food. Anyway, let me show you some stuff. I've been right before I got sick, I was going through some things left in the garage by the previous owners of the hotel. And you notice, see this door here, this style door. Well, there are a bunch of doors in the garage that are this style door. So what I think I've discovered are a lot of the original doors that were used in the house that were so that's what I'm hoping to put some of these doors back where they belong. See, all these doors were up here. I've been moving all these doors down. See the so got a bunch of these doors. So I've just got to discover, where did these doors originally go in the house? And this door, these have the handles much lower. These are doors. Anyway, World War I era doors that I would like to reinstall. I think a few of the doors I know belong on the third floor where we're about to go. And some of them I'm not sure where they go. I was hoping. Hey, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm all right.
Are you still sick?
I would say so, but not like I was. Oops, I went to the wrong thing.
Was it pretty bad?
Yeah, I mean, pretty bad. I mean, yeah, it got pretty bad at times. Enough that I took off 2 days of work and stuff, and Cleo's sick and all that. So
Hopefully you guys get better soon.
yeah, well, I'm better enough now that I wouldn't have been able to do this just 2 days ago. Yeah, let me give you full screen. So
I got this guy.
yeah, cool. Well, it seems like you were wanting to show me some stuff, and you were asking if I was going to go live, and I said I thought I was. It seems like that was a week or two ago, and then I said no, I can't go live. I'm I think it was last Saturday. I was feeling so bad I couldn't do anything. So hopefully you remember what it was you were going to show back then. Oh, look at that. You were doing a Black Friday sale
Yesterday I did. Yeah.
Did you do well with that?
Yeah. A lot of the old customers finally realized we moved because yesterday they did a Christmas tree lighting on around my old store.
Uh-huh.
Where they block off the street and have a whole festival thing.
Right.
And a lot of those people went out to go to my old store, found out that I wasn't there anymore.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of old faces that I haven't seen in a long time. So at least people are finally figuring out that I moved.
Oh, well.
A lot of people have just been in their house since last Christmas.
Yeah.
We had a bad summer. It was pretty hot all summer, no rain.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't imagine people would be out too much during that summer the way they talked about it.
It was pretty bad, yeah.
Wait, that looks pretty good.
Yeah.
What is that? Is it an action figure?
It's like Amigo, but they're expensive. They
Are they
made
doing the whole family?
look. This guy only made 35 of them. Yeah, there's a.
Oh,
I saw a Lurch one I wanted to get.
oh wow.
It's called Distinctive Dummies,
Oh wow.
and they're not licensed. They're just like custom figures.
Yeah. Yeah.
I sold both those. Remember this one? It had the no back to it.
Yeah.
So I had two other ones, and I sold those, and then I found out. Hey, what's up? Good. How you doing? You guys have any questions? Just let me know.
I called earlier.
Oh, about Batman comics?
Yeah, about Firefly and Ventriloquist.
Okay, I'll help you guys.
Okay, sure, thank you.
So I got this version here. It's the same thing, but it's black and white,
Uh-huh.
and it's signed by Shatner.
Oh wow.
And they made 300 of them. So I was happy I got rid of the other ones. 'Cause I didn't know they were doing this. Because I was gonna get the other one signed by him. Thank you. Got it. Yeah. Hey Ken, are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to help me pick out some comics for I
Oh,
forget his
that's what
name.
we were gonna do. I remember
Yeah,
now.
yeah. He
Yes, I
wants to
did.
know. He wants to know what episode it's going to be on too, because he doesn't watch them live sometimes.
I guess. Are you busy today?
I could probably do it now. So I'm going to write down this episode number. What number is it?
This is 875,
I'm going to write that down. He was trying
and
to figure out what episode the last one we did was,
oh,
and I was like,
and
I
it's
can't
an
remember.
hour and 47 minutes into it,
Hour 47.
and he is this missing Mars,
I think that's his name.
and he's related to Friar Tuck.
I think you got it right. Yeah, I think that's right.
Okay, because Friar
He's
Tuck's
back
watching right now.
He was back east or something.
Man, I can barely think right now. I don't know, but I'll be glad to help him find comics, man. I I don't even know where I am, honestly.
I got this record.
Oh yeah,
They
that's
finally reprinted it, or I think they've done a few printings of it.
yeah.
This one you get the DVD and the magazine. Yeah,
Man, I really should get that, I guess.
yeah. And that was the time. I think it's 20 or 25.
And they have a DVD with it?
Yeah, because before I was trying to find it, and they didn't have a new printing of it, and they were like
The
60.
DVD is probably the Monsters Crash the Pajama Party that you were talking about. It's real expensive now.
Yeah,
I bet that's what they put in there.
hopefully.
It has to be.
All right.
You got it from something weird?
I got it. No, I got it for. Oh yeah. Remember, I was selling off those all those DVDs and Blu-rays.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got store credit at a record store, and I use that.
Oh, okay. You got rid of all of them?
I got rid of all my VHS and DVD. Yeah,
I think people would want those wrestling ones.
probably. I have a lot of wrestling, but I'm keeping the stuff that I like.
Yeah.
Are you guys the ones that are looking for Batman stuff?
Yeah. Yeah.
You have a pretty good list of what you're looking
Well,
for?
he's looking for anything with Firefly and ventriloquist.
Okay. I know New 52 had some. Is he trying to go like way early, or is he trying to go more modern stuff?
Probably more modern.
Okay.
But I was just looking here and I did see that Batgirl's got a Killer Moth too.
Okay.
And that was in Batgirl Year One.
Okay. My Batgirl's gonna be.
Oh, here's Batgirl.
Yeah, she's before Batman. And let me try to find that.
Oh, right here. I like this. Got Bane. He likes Bane too. He's really into all Batman.
Oh, I got tons of
Villains.
Batman.
Yeah, he
As you
likes.
could see, like there's thousands of Batman right here.
Yeah. He's got a handful of villains he really likes. Starfleet's too.
Okay.
He definitely likes Starfleet.
You doing okay over there?
Oh, yeah, the New 52. I had ventriloquist for a little bit in there.
I know he's gonna like this conquest. I don't know what issues are good, but let's just get him a couple and then he can kind of start the series, I guess.
No,
Probably a good approach.
she emptied herself
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go pull up a little list.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate that.
little retention area. I'm sure it's, at night or whatever, and homeless hanging out, but you can see they got like little 3-inch straws and the ends are broken. Oh no! You hear that, Kevin?
I did, but I don't want to hear it.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm just here with my friends. They're the shoppers.
Okay.
I'm just taking it all in. This is quite a store that you have here. Nice, it's great stuff.
Thank you. Hey, Ken, are you there?
Yeah.
I'm looking for some Batman comics that have the ventriloquists in them.
Yeah, I don't even know who that is, but
I think he came around in the late 80s, didn't he?
was he from the cartoon, I think? Or I don't know.
Oh, if it's from the cartoon, then that would have been the 90s then, right?
Adam
Yeah,
West.
but I don't know for sure.
He was
I know the
Batman
Killer Moth he was talking about.
in, oh, in Family Guy?
Robert, Green Lantern stuff.
Yeah, the actor. Yeah.
Show him the Green Lantern stuff that has Larfleeze in it.
He just passed away not too long ago. They did a memorial episode on.
How you doing?
Hey, it's Kevin Johnson. Working.
That's me.
My name's Jeremiah Scott.
Hey, what's up, man?
I'm used to be a moderator for
Yeah,
Garbage Truck.
I remember you.
And I'm still a moderator.
Yeah.
Deal or no deal. How
Yeah,
you doing, man?
Good.
I stop by. I usually stop by you guys shop like every year. I just never stop by and said hi.
Yeah.
Do you have any of the intergalactic cards?
The 29th, I think, is this for comic shops to get them.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you haven't gotten them yet?
No. There was another guy, he's coming from Providence. He wanted to get some at a comic shop. He's going from Arizona. And I said, well, the shops aren't going to get them on the 29th.
I'll have to stop by again.
Uh-huh.
And you guys get them.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the 29th when I looked it up. I'm only
Yeah,
gonna get I'm only getting
I'm gonna get that on the way
3
to
hobby and 3 collector boxes.
Oh, okay. Just a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't know when I ordered them at the time. I didn't know it was gonna be exclusive for
one
us.
more time. What?
It's rare, man.
Oh yeah, because if
Real
Walmart and
Kleenex,
Target
yeah.
are doing it, then we'll have actually something that somebody
Right,
wants.
I haven't even seen the print run yet. Like, it should be small.
Are you cold?
But from what I've seen, it's like people are getting sketches left and right.
I'm gonna come turn on the heat for you.
So that means yeah, it's a low print. You know, people are getting sketches that easy.
All right,
Yeah.
buddy.
Very cool.
Yeah, I don't know if you're looking for.
Hard for me to find stuff. I have a lot already. What's the problem with collecting everything is that you already have everything.
Kevin, it's
Oh,
called
that's
CLT,
cool.
right? That app?
Oh, that's a good app if you're gonna store your comics. I
Well,
think.
that's what I was telling him. CLT, right?
I think so.
Or Key Collector better.
No, for storage, I think that other one you said. Here, I'm gonna write down a couple of issues. Look for these 2 detectives.
583.
Yeah, 583. That's his first. That's from 1988. So I was right, late 80s.
So that predates the cartoon.
And then 827 is this. There was a second version of Scarface. Eventually. I would like to get.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
I thought there was only 12.
Too old for that.
Yeah, you live out there.
Yeah.
That's never happened.
You lived here your whole life?
No, I'm originally from Massachusetts, but I've lived here for like 20 years now.
Back up to 5 years old.
Yeah,
That sucks for you because you're never out of trouble.
I appreciate you. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I guess the name must be pretty big.
Yeah, that's all right.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, because that makes her look bad for choosing you. No. Stop saying you're stupid. No, you're not. Stop it. We all are. It's just whether or not somebody sees it or not.
Quick question.
And on that card, I can do that half off.
Anyways, I'm never saying I scan all my damn books when I buy them. And then I put them in a, then I have my own.
Are you always working?
22 pages of my inventory. You scan them into something as well as your list? An app as well as having your own list?
Yeah, I don't really collect too much. I do all of it. I have my own colors. Yeah, so I got a ton of it. That and super fractors, I love. I got like 11 now. I have 2. Which two do you have?
Have Rock and Robert, I guess, from series 1.
Really?
And I have series 2. John Cebollero, guy with towel with.
Oh,
Someone's like Jason David.
the new one of the new characters. Yeah, I know what you're talking
I
about.
have the original art too. Obviously.
Do you want cash for it? Or you
Yeah,
gotta
cash
do-
goes back. Cool, man.
Yeah, I got 2 from every series except for the newest one, 6. The way the market's going, I figure I might be able to pick a couple up here soon.
About one pack.
Lucky bastard. Dude, how many cases I put in?
Look, I stole that. All the money. Trying to pull more.
Waste. I've opened so many. I'm sitting on so many cases. I've opened so many cases. Never pulled one myself. I always have to buy them secondhand. Anyway, bro.
Yeah, thanks for coming down.
Yeah, man. I'll stop in more often and say hi.
Yeah, the 29th is supposedly. I'm gonna get them in.
Okay, cool. I'll stop back in
I
and
put
see
in an
you.
order for extra ones also, but I don't know if they're gonna fill that order. I tried to open my order. Cool, thanks for coming. Oh, check this out, Ken.
It's a lit sign?
Yeah, it looks better in person than on the camera.
Huh.
Looks a lot better in person. Oh, there it kind of looks good now.
What's the source on this?
This is something that DC is selling, I guess, through
Oh,
like through my comic book distributor for the comics. They sell these.
okay. It says, yes, Missing Mars is in New York State.
Oh, okay, I was right about
It
that.
says, I saw the comics Rob sent him last time this weekend, and all were awesome. Rob.
Yeah, he said he liked them. Oh, look, there's some Sea Monkeys action in there.
Oh. Meyer says, I've been eating an entire Dutch apple pie directly out of the tin since Thursday. I'm a little over halfway done. Did the guy find any of these
Look at there's
villains he's looking for?
see that Sea Monkey? Look at him.
Oh, yeah.
That one on the top's a female. She's gonna have babies soon.
Oh. That's something. So if they have babies, then you can just keep the sea monkeys going.
Yeah. Look at this box I just got in the mail. It's a throwback.
Yeah.
Throwback retro kit.
Wow.
All right, we can find some Did you like war comics? I forgot.
I don't know. Last time, what did the guy put in $50? Is that what it
Yeah,
was?
that's the same. The same this time.
Okay. Um,
Yeah, he's just
Said he wanted some. Said he wouldn't be mad if I threw in some Golden Age stuff either.
oh, okay. Well,
See, that's the best thing about these apps. Because now people know how to go in and cherry pick what they want.
Found the Godzilla shirt.
Yeah.
That one's cool,
Yes. I'll
huh?
just
You throw it in your pile.
stick out with the black light.
oh, good. He says superhero and sci-fi stuff. Oh, I saw that you put that on Instagram. Who sold that to you?
It's cool, huh? I got it online from
Yeah, I've never
some
seen
guy
that.
that some guy sells old magazines.
Yeah.
How you doing? Good. I don't. Closest place is like 2 doors down, right at the stop sign.
He says superhero and sci-fi stuff, maybe westerns. He's big into old TV
Oh, it
shows,
is?
50s and 60s.
Yeah. Like 10% for 10, 20,
Okay.
20% for 20, 30% for 30.
got it. Okay, well, I've got 10 here. I think.
Hell, if you're doing that, I'm getting 100.
Get 100, get 100% off.
That's good. You get 100% off. If you don't mind, if you want to hold these right now, I'm gonna go just look a little bit more.
Like, what?
Yeah, I can go up to 30.
Okay.
You get 30, I can go up to
Yeah, after
30%.
Black Friday deal. We moved thousands of product today. Didn't make anything, but. Spider-Gwen, Spider-Man,
Oh.
These bad bootlegs.
Yeah.
Kevin, are we out of the Spider-Man for toddlers?
Yeah, we gave them all out already.
That was the Spider, wasn't it for Spider-Gwen, Spider-Man?
Yeah, it's like the cartoon that they watch now. Yeah. That's a funny name. Look at.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Still moaning.
She went too. She's bored. She's been with me all day.
Oh, look at it.
She's like, take me back to the dog park. Right? Even the dog gets bored in the comic book shop when I go because I spend too much time.
Yeah. Oh, Janae's the same way. She can't stand hanging out all day. She's like, can we just be one directional? Get in, get your stuff, let's go. Well, you know that. 'Cause it's Jen.
Yeah, Jennifer's the same way.
You want me to ring it out?
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, we never made it over to Wally Worlds yet either.
That was really disappointing.
I think you set them up. Yeah, they're over there.
Oh, yeah. How many Geminis did you need?
Whatever you got over there.
I have 3 if you need 3.
I'll take them. I gotta ship stuff out.
How many do you want?
There's 3 here.
No, 3's good for right now. Thank you. So I started watching Monarch.
I heard it was good.
It's pretty good. They keep jumping back
Flashes
and forth
around, yeah.
between current day and
Yeah, I heard
1952 and 1971 or something.
yeah, when it's a flashback, it's his son playing him.
Yeah, which is kind of cool. But you have to wait to episode 3 to see Godzilla. And then even then, it's like his cameo appearance. But the storyline so far is pretty cool. And then the movie, the new Japanese movie comes out December 1st. So next week. And then I guess they've got
December
two-
1st comes out?
Yeah, and then they've got 2 other Godzilla things between now and April.
Nope. Oh, no. Good.
Give you the boxes already, right? Did I give you the boxes? So, Gemini.
I don't think so. You had them over there, just
I know, how they disappear?
Oh, you did give them to me. I'm sorry, I set it down in front of me. I apologize. No, it's mine.
4817.
Yeah, it's called Bane Conquest.
The book on the wall behind you, that's when Bane breaks Batman's back. That's a good issue right there.
I hope your day continues as it has so far. It's very cool to see.
Yeah.
All right, Kevin, I'll see you Thursday.
See it.
Yeah.
Kirby stuff from the DC 70s? Would it just be out there if you had
Yeah.
it? Or would
Yeah, you just look through these boxes.
Oh, here I got it.
There's alphabetical, some older books. I know this one.
Right after.
There's a nice door right there.
I'll just look. I didn't know if some
Yeah.
of these people have older stuff like in a separate box or something.
No, I mean there is just stuff by title in here, some older stuff. I sold like some older Captain Marvel and stuff in here. I know there's Thor in here.
Dude, how'd you have a whole run of Bane? Did you just get a collection?
No, I went big on that book when it originally came out. Yeah.
Definitely a story.
It's a cool Migo, huh?
That's good. Yeah. Is that actually Migo?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, is it the same as this one? I think it is. It's the same guy, right?
Yeah. Same one.
Somehow yours looks, you got better lighting.
Yeah, I'm under fluorescence right now.
Yeah, I can't make the guy look as good. That came out a few years ago.
Yeah, I finally got one. Where should we start?
Well, do you still have a spinner rack with EC reprints?
Yeah, you think we should get him some of those?
Maybe a science fiction EC reprint.
Kevin, are you out of damn it, your thing's out of alignment again. I'm afraid I'm gonna break this damn glass.
I'll fix it.
And Andre took a tumble, bro. Or whoever this is.
The British Bulldog.
Well, he took a tumble.
Oh, I have a whole section right here.
Dude, I hate open toys. You don't understand. I have no relationship with open toys. They hate me.
Are they all the horror, or do you have weird science or weird fantasy?
I'll have to look. I didn't put the.
My wife loves open figures. She custom them.
All right, I think I know what I want here. I'm probably not gonna get a full 20. I just don't want to buy a lot of stuff and find out that he already has it or is not interested. So I've decided against these few here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get all these. So.
This would be a good one because it's like he's introduced. The issue right before this,
Uh-huh.
he's introduced in that one.
Who is? Which one?
Scarface and Ventriloquist.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. See, that was the one where we were trying to find that episode. So I got the one just before and just after.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll go ahead and get those then.
Because this one, you might only show up like on the last page, but this one, he's going to be like getting more of the whole book.
Okay.
Crack it open. And see.
Okay.
Do you have a special way to make him stand, bro?
Yeah. Stand him against the glass.
Okay.
Lean him back.
Because the one episode, the one issue that he was in, that one, you didn't have that one. That's why I got the 826 and 828 or something like that.
Yeah, 827 you didn't have. 825 and 26. I don't know what 25 and 28 are any good or not. We couldn't find anything for that.
I don't really see him in here.
I know.
Okay.
So maybe you shouldn't get this one.
Yeah, I'll pass
I don't see
it.
them.
Okay.
We couldn't find anything.
These can go back out. Get
Okay,
you
and
hung
then,
up on
yeah,
those.
and then I'll get these. He's got a few from this series. I don't know which one he's got, but I know he doesn't have those 3. And then I'm just gonna get that whole Bane series. I think there's 12 of them in there. Well, I got that Christmas shopping done. Yeah. Good.
One, two, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16% off. Save you 10.56. 60.04.
Okay. There you
Be
go.
on this side.
Hey, can I use the restroom real quick before?
I don't have one here.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
No.
No worries.
The restaurant that we usually go to, they're closed today.
Oh, God.
Like 2 doors down. Yeah. I don't know why they're closed on Saturday.
Oh, wow, this is really good artwork here, too.
There's probably a Bane in there too.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah. Not too bad. Something else in real quick, too. I just got to get it back to Kansas City. It's my only.
Oh yeah.
Get back
Hard
on
to
a
put those
plane.
in.
Then I could carry stuff on. Sure.
Get you if you're all set.
Sir?
Getting that Luke.
Yeah, I've been looking for the Anakin, man. You don't know when
I had one recently. Not the little Anakin. I had the.
you did?
Uh huh. You needed one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just sold them.
He's hard to find, dude.
Yeah, I got him in a trade. He's an older figure.
Yeah.
2165. Okay. $22. $35.
Thank you, sir.
Oh,
Have a
thank
good
you.
day.
Yeah. No,
All right,
no
thanks,
Bane
man.
in there?
No, I didn't
No.
see one. No. Okay, excellent.
Cool.
Thanks,
again.
man. I appreciate it. This is a big help.
Glad you were finding some.
Yeah, I love this. This is perfect.
Frankenstein wallets.
Cool. Oh, neat.
I think they should start making all Funkos out of candy. Because then you can eat them if they don't sell.
Yeah.
Still find everything okay?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Thanks.
Okay.
Yoga.
What was the name? Weird Science? What was the other one?
Weird fantasy. But
Do you have any Yoda?
Yodas? I thought were over here.
You moved them over there.
Yeah, those are the only ones I think I have.
Okay. Oh, no, he needs number 8.
What number are they on?
They're up to 10.
I don't have any 8s in there.
No, I didn't send you
Oh, it jumped right. I went. Yeah, I had 9. No way.
Well, I know, I missed it. I was just trying to see.
Yeah.
Oh, that might be a good one for him. Was that in okay shape there?
Looks really good.
Yeah, why don't you throw that one in his pile? Maybe get an Adventure Comics.
Yeah, what's Aquaman doing? Oh, it's Adventure Comics starring Aquaman.
Right. What?
The hell is that? Oh, it's Funko.
Oh wait, what's
There's
that?
a good one.
Yeah, that's a good issue. How much is it?
Oh, it's $15. It was misfiled in there.
It might be worth putting that in there because that's a great comic with his
I'll give him a good deal on it.
is it it's superhero and science fiction that kills that's 2 of the categories he likes. And it's a great issue, great time period. It's got go-go checks. Yeah.
Their French fries back in the day. This is way back. This is like 2002.
Maybe there's some Bronze Age stuff you could put in the early 70s.
Gotham City. Hey, what's up, Ricky? You on VHS? Okay. Yeah. All right, sounds good. Okay, bye.
What did he say?
He's got a movie for us.
Not a movie. Did he tell you about the dog or cat I'm supposed to do for him?
No.
Dang, Ricky.
Well, is that the only Werewolf by Night you have?
Yeah.
That would be a cool thing. Maybe he wants a lot of more inexpensive books. I don't know.
I'll give him a good deal on it.
Okay. If you get some adventure comics from the dollar time period where they're real thick, that might be good. If you still have any of those. Huh.
it's so weird with Star Wars. It's just like Spider-Man. They come and go. You get that hot spurt where everybody wants it, then it dries up. It gets hot again.
Question for you.
Uh-huh.
Are there any other ones of this that you have available?
That's
Say
just
$10?
first
No,
page,
just
that's
those
the
are the only
main-
ones that are
that's the main
available.
That's my wife's art.
Thor and like the Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah. That
I think it might be.
Yeah.
No, there's nothing behind there.
Colored pencil.
There's like an empty spot on there.
So that one?
Yeah.
That one too.
You want that one? Okay. I'll grab it.
This film to
Okay.
Marvel to Dynamite Entertainment characters like Vampirella, Captain Chaos. We've done stuff with Lancer for Dawn.
Where I put them? Oh, I remember. It's a good one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That one, right?
Instead of us three hanging out together at Disneyland, she wanted to love Jessica Rabbit and bring Roger Rabbit. So we wanted to do the whole Jessica and Roger hanging out with their buddies. So the Team Up Ride one is already gone.
Let me sneak
sold
by you
out.
guys real quick.
Yeah.
So,
I just noticed it has a little ding right here. See it into my fingers? You can check it out and see. I'm sure it'll look fine hanging up.
That's great.
this was
Very
a
good.
commission for a gentleman.
I remember that.
When it originally came out in the
Yeah.
70s,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
supposed to,
The
yeah.
original
More that now you're into
1,000 bucks or
Danae's
something.
true love.
Well, I think from the
She
Yeah.
loves
comics.
two
it's-
fish, she loves fish. No, she loves both of this. This is her thing. And you know, Chris Sanders is the developer of both of these characters. That's why she
Really?
draws them.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
when they finished Lilo and Stitch, Disney or DreamWorks went over to Disney and said, "Hey, can we have Chris Sanders for How to Train Your Dragon?" And when they said, "Yeah, take him," so they asked Chris to base his features
10.
off of Stitch. That's why Danae fell in love. To her, they're brothers.
Yeah,
So
they've
that's
got the same kind of.
well, that's because of Chris. Yeah, and well, he voices both.
34.65
So
on this
cute.
side right here.
I like this one.
Yeah, this is a fight over who gets the bigger piece of cake.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
Danae
love
doesn't
it.
draw this to draw. She has a reason for everything.
it's a story.
It is, very much so.
So cool.
That.
So it's easy to do our little art stuff.
Yeah.
And that bug that was in there is actually our bug.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's our 60 pick. It's kind of like our little Herbie.
Ties it all up.
There's a picture in there.
Receipt, and there's your book and your figure.
Well,
Cool, thanks for stopping in. Uh-huh.
not your average couple.
You guys are set?
Yep.
Okay. Just didn't have the Yoda, huh?
Yeah,
No, you went from 5 to 9.
he's getting it in for my nephew. He's getting him into the comic books. How are you doing?
Good.
Let's go.
Yeah. 1758.
So appreciate your sketches.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too.
All right. Thank you guys. Yep, you too. What should we look for next?
What did you see if you had any dollar adventure comics when they cost $1 when they were real thick around 1980?
Adventure comics?
Yeah.
Adventure comics. Excuse me.
Oh wait, what's that? It's another older adventure. Let's see the full cover on that. How much is that one?
$5.
Okay.
Should we get him that one? So I don't really have too many other ones.
Maybe you don't have any of those from that time period.
Look for something.
Let's see. What about World's Finest dollar comics? Huh. Well,
Here's one of the dollar ones.
Yeah, these are the ones I was kind of talking about. You see, that has a Neil Adams cover. It's got all these stories in it, and I don't know what it costs, but
I have 2 of them here.
are they in about the same condition?
Yeah, but this one's, $8. That one's 10.
Oh, okay.
So I'll get him this one.
And then maybe you should go and give him a Western from the Golden Age.
Yeah. I think all I have left is Roy Rogers
Yeah.
and what's the other one? Let's see. Oh, Gene Autry. Roy Rogers and Gene Autry.
Did you send him a Mars Patrol the last time? Gold Key Mars Patrol?
I don't remember.
As he says, Mars Patrol from Gold Key was a great touch, seeing as my brother's YouTube name is Missing Mars. Oh yeah, I didn't realize you had all these left.
That's like that's the only Golden Age I really have
Yeah.
left out of all those boxes.
And this is from your original stash, right?
Isn't it from that one where I got like 7 boxes?
Oh, I don't know. I thought you sold all of that.
Oh, maybe it was from before then.
Yeah, you had a bunch of Westerns way before.
Yeah, these must have been from before.
Yeah, I don't remember these books, but is this?
I was looking for the.
Pretty right. Well, I don't know if he's into horror.
Yeah. Okay, I can do it. Unless you want to try. a cool blanket, huh?
Oh, it's a blanket, huh? Oh yeah, that would look great on a wall too.
Yeah, I was thinking of.
Is it from Retro A Go Go?
Yeah.
Nope. I can't remember how to get that thing in. Or, no.
Maybe we should get him one of those. Oh yeah, you said you didn't know if he likes horror.
What were you talking about?
01.
One of those facsimiles.
Of what?
What am I doing wrong?
Those horror facsimiles, those $15 ones.
Oh, well, yeah, I just don't know.
This guy's a local artist out of Tucson.
Yeah, cool.
He'll start his factory for Rob Light. So if you see a lot of Rob Light, he'll kind of influence him. There's a lot of work. Name's Shelby Roberts.
2863.
Oh, yeah. I knew he had a ghost artist.
He's got a bunch of them,
I
probably.
figured it was one of,
Yeah, he's one of them. Shelby is. I'm not sure who else. But I know that's one of them.
Might not even be him still anymore. Who knows?
He may have moved on.
Thanks, guys. Have a good
Thank you.
weekend.
Have a good afternoon. All right, man.
I was talking about these.
Oh yeah, right.
Here's this one, Weird Mysteries.
There's one of those in each in my pile.
Yeah. Did I tell you about my dream I had? I had a whole store. It was all these facsimiles. That's all I was selling.
Yeah, I had a dream the other night. That was, oh man, it was weird. I guess I had a fever. I don't know, but several nights in a row, I had very strange dreams. The first night it was very disturbing, and they made no sense. And I tried to explain it to my wife, and it just kind of upset her because she thought I was losing my mind. But one night I had this dream that I was in this place. It was basically a thrift store, and as I went into the store, because it was near Halloween, they had apparently bought someone's monster toy collection from the 60s that was beyond parallel. Every 5 feet in the store, in every aisle, was some major giant robot or Frankenstein thing from the 60s. They all had the boxes in pristine condition behind them. And I was with Gary Davis, and the owner was selling this stuff for $2 each, and the big things for $5 each. And he started referring to Gary as my name, and I thought, Gary, is your first name the same as my? I thought Gary was your first name. He's calling you my name. And then he mentions my brother's name and my nephew's name, and I realized, oh, he thinks Gary is my brother who's no longer alive. And then I realized, he's contacted Gary thinking he's me, because I start talking to this thrift store owner guy, and it turns out he had known my brother before he passed away, and he must have heard my brother talking about me collecting monster toys, so he I don't know. It was so weird. But then I make this connection that my brother, when he passed away, was living in Colorado, and Gary lives in Colorado. And then I realized there's too many weird similarities here. This has to be a dream. And then of course I wake up, but it was there was some weird meaning behind the dream. Possibly communication from beyond the dead from my brother about owning everything, because if I had bought all of that stuff, I could have, in this store, this is again not real, this was a dream. I could have had the best toy museum in the world, of monster memorabilia. And somehow, but it was just, I'm just starting to realize some of these people that just want every single thing, and they got to have everything. And it's just, we're only here for so long. I don't know. It was a weird dream. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But yeah, you said you had a dream that all you carried in your store was facsimiles.
Yeah,
That would have been probably the best store ever.
probably.
Oh wait, he contacted his brother. He says yes on the horror comics. He says any Hanna-Barbera or Johnny Quest. Well, when you say Hanna-Barbera, are you talking about Hanna-Barbera adventure stuff, or could it be Hanna-Barbera like Huckleberry Hound? John Goris, I dreamed I was making out with Martha Quinn, the old MTV VJ, but she had a lot of tattoos. Who knows what Martha Quinn looks like now? That's a scary thought, because that was the 80s. Let me look her up. So maybe you would. How much are those facsimiles? That might use up the rest of the budget.
These are those $5
Oh, those
90s. These are those 90s.
Yeah. Well, I would say get him an EC one, but maybe get him one of those new facsimiles. I don't know how close you are to the budget. Maybe throw in a Roy Rogers or Gene Autry, and I don't know.
No Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah, which one of those is that? The one at the bottom is probably got the most classic. Either that one or the one to the left is that's a pretty classic cover coming out of the drawer there. But I don't know. Jetsons, Flintstones on Hanna-Barbera. Do you still have some Flintstones or Jetsons?
No, I think I found some Caspers.
Oh, I don't know if he's into that. What time period Caspers are they?
Let me go over here.
That's more my area, but
Oh, they're Harveys.
yeah. That's more recent. That's a nice cover, I guess, but
some guy had brought in some stuff, and all I wanted was those, and I wanted this.
Oh yeah. Yeah. The plop I would advise you to keep, but that's up to you.
I think I have them all.
Oh, okay. A lot of these people on YouTube, they just say, I've never wanted plop, or watching some of the other. I'm not really into EC Mad. I think I'll just give this away in my Christmas show. It's like, what? Okay. But then I'm.
All right, let's count this up. Let's get him another $20.
Oh, he still has. He's getting another 20. Good.
How you doing?
Hi, how's it going?
Good. Yeah, let's get him another $20 worth.
Yeah. My wife says that voice is so hostile. Front door.
I don't know how to change it.
No, I don't know you can. We have that same thing in our house. It's just.
I want him to change it to be Lurch.
Yeah.
You should be able to record any message on there you want.
Yeah, but where are you going to get a guy that can do a Ted Cassidy impression?
I never just record it from the show.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You rang is what you'd want.
Yeah. All right. What's another title we can look?
You already looked up Marvel Tales last time. What about Marvel's Greatest Comics? Well, you've got a Doom Patrol facsimile coming out Tuesday.
Yeah.
First Beast Boy. I have that comic, but I was noticing the staples are barely hanging on. I was wanting to see if it'd be okay to put a copy of that into my pile.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what you got there. Let me.
There's nothing in there. I don't have anything. I don't have any
Okay.
Marvel Greatest.
Wait,
or
what was the
anything.
Marvel Age you had there? That's not the one that's. Nah. I thought it might be the one all the people want with the sketch of the black costume of Spider.
No. All right. What else should we look?
Man,
There's a new Howard the Duck comic coming out Wednesday.
no, really. Well,
I think it might only be a one shot though.
I don't know if you could ever rebottle that lightning. From when I was in 5th grade.
I was a kid when the movie came out.
Oh yeah, I was in college when it came out.
But kids really liked that movie.
Yeah, I remember the main problem was the Howard the Duck suit for me. I like the monster that appeared at the end, as I recall.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't seen it since like 1985, so I don't know.
I think when it came out, I didn't even realize that it was a comic.
Yeah, I don't think anyone did.
They didn't advertise it as being a comic or anything like they do now.
Yeah, no, they wouldn't have. They advertised it more as being a George Lucas product. I'll tell you what. Why don't you don't you have another spinner rack with facsimile comics?
Oh yeah.
Maybe that would be a cool way to that first Micronauts was a pretty cool comic. Um, um, oh, you know, those good those is that Flash one is something I have in my pile?
Must be, huh?
I don't know.
Yeah, because I think I ordered 3 and I got 2 now.
Oh, okay. I don't. Okay, it must be in my pile then.
Because I don't think anybody knows what that book is.
I don't know.
People, of course, people know what this is, and they always like this.
Okay.
And this.
What
I don't
is?
know. I don't know if you would want facsimiles.
Uh.
I mean, this is a reprint, but it's like a '90s reprint. So I think these are even becoming harder to find now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember him saying that he wanted.
Okay. All right. You're right.
But you're right. He did say he wanted Golden Age. So we need to find a Golden Age book.
Well. Oh wait, he's actually watching.
Oh, he's watching right now?
I think so because he says, "Gentlemen," so we can just
Yeah.
ask him directly.
That's good. I don't have. Well, we don't have to email him and send him that timestamp then.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean,
Should we pick this one?
is that holding together okay?
Yeah, this thing's readable.
Well, it's cool. It's DC. It's gonna
Oh,
have.
it's got a rip right there. Never mind.
Ooh, yeah.
Pick one of these. This one's cool because it's got art on it.
Yeah. What I would think. Oh, that's a good cover there with the painted sky.
This one instead?
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying I like that cover.
Or one of each, since one's Roy Rogers, one's Gene Autry.
Yeah, Gene Autry's the original, and Roy Rogers was basically I don't even know if you'd call him an imitator, but he was hired to be a Gene Autry type.
Yeah.
But Gene Autry was the original guy. But if you were to do a facsimile, I would say that Detective Comics with the first I don't know what that is, if that's the first Penguin.
Maybe he'll reply. Maybe we can reply in the chat from.
Oh, right. He just said one of each, please. Oh, I guess he wants a Gene Autry and a Roy Rogers.
Okay. You think this one, the Penguin?
Well, it's thick and it's a lot of fun to read. It's up to him. I think that's a neat thing. I've got to make an order with you, and I keep waiting, and we keep having financial setbacks. Oh, he says no facsimiles, please.
Oh, okay. Get that out of there then.
So if you could just be patient, because my wife was going to kill me. I just keep
Yeah.
We've got to get these property taxes paid. Yeah, maybe facsimiles are becoming the new Funko Pops.
Well, especially when they try to do foils on them.
Yeah, that's outrageously stupid. He says, this is so cool, you do this for me. Yeah, but you can learn to do it yourself and go into any comic store, and well, you weren't going to be able to do it as well as Kevin's doing, because he's doing it with love and care. I don't think the average comic store owner is going to cut you deals like this. But you just got to know what you're looking for when you go into a comic store. You kind of make a surgical strike and find all the cool stuff, and then.
These guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Hang on one second.
Do you have any other cool indie comics or anything?
Not really.
Always looking for those.
Yeah, this was pretty cool.
It is.
No, that one guy bought the whole run I had, except I had 2 number 1s luckily.
Oh,
That's why I had this one.
Okay.
Yeah, it was from an old comic shop in Alaska that went out of business.
Oh wow.
So I had like the Killing Joke. I had like a stack of those.
Hey, Robert.
54.14.
Oh, where are you at?
I'm going to the library.
This whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, they did 14 printings of that.
I know, isn't that crazy?
Mhm.
That was
And
popular.
that's the first printing right there.
Have these people
That's the one.
too.
And she did not know what happened in that comic. Yeah. Thank you.
Yep. There you go.
All right. Have a great day.
Yeah.
What's your
You're welcome.
It's my Chris tonight?
Oh, dang. That's good.
What's up, Ricky?
You ever get your call back?
No.
No.
Well, oh yeah, back here. So you wanted one of each of those. All right, he still has 10 bucks. Yeah, that's a bad call. I can see why you were saying you didn't want to be laying down.
Yeah.
You don't want that stuff building up like phlegm in your lungs.
Well, I have a bed that props, moves up, but I just can't find the remote for it. I got to crawl under the bed to look for it, and I don't really feel like doing that. Meyer Greenblatt says, how about Conan? Do you like old Conan from the 70s? Missing Mars or Khazar? I don't know. How close are we to the, do we still have some more we're looking for?
He's got 10 bucks left.
Yeah, I mean, early 70s Conan the Barbarian, if you had any of that, well, that would be cool. Meyer's right about that.
I sold all my Conan magazines.
Oh yeah, yeah. I bought some of them.
Great.
I have 49 and 50. Those are my earliest ones.
Oh, this is a football one. He better.
Should we pick any of these?
Well, hold on. I was looking down. Wait. Go back to the beginning. That's a good issue there. Missing Mars is saying facsimiles don't smell as good as old comics. That is true.
What if
Oh,
they could figure out
Conan.
to make
Yes, he does like Conan. What's the oldest Conan you've got there?
49?
Okay. I'd say the one with the wolf woman would be a good choice because that's a famous story, and it was even in the first Schwarzenegger movie that they had that character.
Okay, that's 4. So he's got 6 left.
Okay. Wait, go back to that red covered one. I think that's a pretty classic cover. That one, Gil Kane cover. How much is that one selling for?
4.
Yeah, maybe that would be a good one.
Okay, he's got $2 left.
Okay, $2.
Let's see. I guess it doesn't matter if it goes over by $2 or something. Trying to think of something else. GC Comics presents.
Oh, that's a good book.
Let's see what I have here.
And stuff like that.
What is the comic they've got inside of that one?
Which one? The Joker?
Joker one. It was advertising some supplement.
Hold on, let me go plug my phone in. If it's dying because it's starting to get choppy.
Okay.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Yeah.
It says you go over, I'll catch up next time. Yeah, this looks like a good assortment.
All right, we'll pick one of these. You want to see what's inside this one?
Well, what does it say on the left side? There's some. Oh, they're presenting the new Wonder Woman. That's how much is that book going for? Because I think that would be one he might like. It
It's
seems like
6,
that.
but if it goes over, it's fine.
And he just said you can go over. He'll catch up with next time. Yeah, that's. I think that would be the one I'd want, but I think I have that issue. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what. I think that'd be good. That seems like a really good pile. Does anyone watching have any comments? Do you agree that's a good pile?
Anybody want a pile of their own?
It gets hard to start thinking about, you know what you yourself would want, but you got to think, what would someone else want? And since he doesn't really have much to begin with, he's a blank slate. I wouldn't know how to begin to do this with someone that already has a collection, because you figure you're duplicating stuff.
All right, he's got a good pile here. And it's cheaper than if he was buying new books.
Yeah.
We were raised in it.
He just said these picks and the first grab bag are awesome. So I guess he approves.
I know.
Oh yeah, that's the one I'd like.
Okay.
Yeah, like James the bar would hide in the corner. That guy that created the Crow. Oh. Yeah, James the bar, he used to.
Is Howard the Duck 50 years old now?
I guess so. Around 74, or maybe it was 73 that he first appeared in Adventure into Fear.
You all set? Okay. Hold on one second.
I saw the one that was
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
that one was fake. We had that on.
Oh, you watched it a lot. Oh, dude.
1730, please.
So why did they call him for?
$2.70. You all set? $53.58. Seats in the back, boy. There's a new Howard the Duck comic too that comes out next Wednesday. Oh, really? Uh-huh. Thank you.
Yeah, those are
Boy, it really started snowing here. I just looked out the window. I gotta go get food for us at 5, which is in an hour. That means I gotta clear off the car.
You don't have to drive far though, right?
No, just it's a couple blocks.
There's that facsimile too.
Hold on. That's one. Oh, I have that. There's it's ridiculous. To me, that's just the brand new comic. Easy Comic Reader says, "Do you have any low grade 70s, 80s comics? Coverless, torn, it doesn't matter as long as the story is complete. I'm always looking for cheap, fun reading."
I have a lot of like coverless stuff too. We have piles of coverless stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, it sounds like he's interested in it. Then a request to show the snow. I'm giving myself a camera for a second.
You're on a laptop camera?
Yeah. I don't know if people can see anything.
Yeah, you can see it. Is that the street right there or your driveway?
That's the driveway in the yard, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably like 70 degrees outside right now here.
Yeah, it's
This is the time of year all the snowbirds come here.
oh yeah. It's let me see. It's 27 degrees outside.
They had them at a swap meet? Bought all of it. Bought all of it. That price?
Well, Easy Comic Reader says, nice. I can give you a call, Kevin, when it's convenient for you. And is there a good time for him to call you?
Anytime. 11 to 6, Tuesday through Saturday.
Yeah, if you don't reach him tonight, yeah, he won't be back until Monday. So I'm going to end the show in a minute. If you want to call him now, it'd be a good time probably. Well, I got to go take care of for my wife before the snow gets any deeper and get the snow off the car and stuff. Someone's very amused in the store.
Yeah.
It's better to hear laughter than crying, which I have a feeling we'll be hearing a lot of in the next year.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, if it's good, he still helps out his son. You know. Do you have any questions on that stuff?
Well, I'm going to run and I thought I was better than I really am here, but I've at least shown myself I can talk for 3.5 hours, and I had just done an hour show before this. So if you guys have been watching this live stream, there's an hour show I did actually before this that you haven't seen yet. So you can watch that. And
thanks for helping us pick out these books.
Easy Comic Reader says, I'll call Tuesday. Sounds like you're pretty busy. Thank you, Kevin and Gratu. I appreciate you offering.
Cool.
And then Friar Tuck says, welcome back.
Yeah.
Better Gratu. Thank you, Friar Tuck. And I'll see everybody. And Kevin,
yeah, when you get better, just give me a call.
Yeah, I'll figure out some way at some point in the next couple of weeks. And then I know at around Christmas time, my wife was going to call and get some of the stuff from Hold for a Christmas present for me.
Okay.
I'm feeling bad because we've got so much happening.
Don't feel bad.
Okay. I got a lot of stuff on hold. But anyway, happy Thanksgiving and everybody. And I'll talk to you later, Kevin.
All right. Talk to everybody later.